Tell me who you hang around with, and I'll tell you who you will become. I got this line from a book I just read titled Cycle of Friends by Reese Robertson. Like most people, I used to have a large cycle of friends. We would hang out, have fun, do all sort of crazy things, just whine away time because we had no responsibilities and the world was our oyster. About 2 days ago, I was just scrolling through my feed and I kept on seeing these videos of people titled I have no friend. I wondered why someone would want to admit to the whole world that they have no friends. Are they looking for friends, or maybe they're just voicing out how they feel? I clicked on one of the videos and not long after, YouTube started recommending more and more of those kinds of videos to me. I took my time to watch these videos and all of them came to one point. We all have expectations and we've been misled. And that's not the surprising part. What surprises me the most is the fact that a lot of people have friends, I mean large circle of friends, and yet they still feel lonely and alone. Why is this and how did we get here? Why do we feel so alone and lonely even when we have friends? Are those friends really our friends?
And if you surround yourself with people who are not accustomed to your success, they become fearful, they become scared, because you are reflecting back something to them that they don't recognize. People who want the best for you want you to be your best.
A lot of great leaders have emphasized so much on choosing your friends wisely. We're talking about the likes of Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, Barack Obama, and so many other successful leaders. Never underestimate the power of the people you've allowed into your life. Even the Bible says bad company corrupts good morals. And I'm sure the Quran has something like that too. You know, I used to have a lot of friends who would go to parties, would gossip, chit-chat about boys, but as I got more matured, everything changed. I now feel the need to step up and take charge of my life and the direction I want it to go. I mean, age is just a number, but every day it multiplies and we get older with new life lessons. So I needed to evolve. I needed to grow and be better than I was yesterday. I needed to be intentional about my goals and self-development. So I started reading more books than I used to, doing more of online research and studying online, eating healthy and more vegetables. And I'm also trying to incorporate exercise in my daily routine, also focusing on my mental stability. And this was the time I noticed a shift in my relationship with my friends who I no longer used to hang around with like before, and who are still enjoying my old life. They couldn't relate to my new life because I started growing a strong desire for meaningful conversations, self-growth and self-development, which was contradicting to my old lifestyle of shallow chit-chat and banter about boys and parties. I was spending more time with myself and getting to know me better. I fell in love with my own company and I became selfish with my space and my time. As time goes on, I found out that I wasn't spending enough time with my friends like I used to before. I stopped attending parties and random events that wouldn't benefit me in any way, and they stopped inviting me. To tell you the truth, the result of this was a bit lonely, but in that loneliness came a great sense of self-realization, and I actually got to realize what friendship actually means. Real friends are those friends who motivate you and inspire you, challenge you to be the best version of yourself. A real friend is someone you can hold hands with through the journey of life. Lots of people want to ride with you in a limo, but what you truly want is that friend that will take a bus with you when that limo breaks down. Friends are the family we choose. Friends are those rare people who ask you how you're doing and then wait to hear the answer. This understanding of friendship actually opened my eyes to how I can by myself choose to be surrounded with real, supportive, loving, and genuine friends. But first, I needed to become that person, because the only way to have a real friend is to become one. Sometimes I ask myself, am I a good friend? And I think you should also ask yourself that too, because sometimes we might be the problem. For me, friendship is more than just taking pictures for the gram and regular hangouts. It's about showing genuine interest in the life of others and caring for them like you would want them to care for you. Also showing up in their good and bad days, becoming their therapist when they're emotionally and mentally overwhelmed. Even when it's inconvenient for you, it requires some sort of level of selflessness. Be that friend that you wish to have. I mean, it's not easy, but anything good in life is hard to acquire. but at the long run is worth it. And also, I feel like not everyone is meant to be your friend. Looking back to some of the friendship that I've lost in the past, I'm actually quite glad. I'm not trying to sound harsh or anything, but I just feel like it wasn't meant for me. And this doesn't mean that I regret any of them. No, I don't, because it has added so much to my growth and my maturity today. You can actually recognize real friends through several ways, most especially by their action. You know what they say, action speaks louder than words. Don't just say, do it. A real friend is someone who can be trusted and relied upon. Someone you can call at any time and they will come true for you. Someone you can call during your down moments and express to them how you really feel, and trusting them not to share that feelings with anyone. They're your cheerleaders, your hype queens and kings. Even when life hits you, they stand by you. Someone who shares genuine interest in your life, great laughter and great memories. Someone who you can be yourself in front of. Someone who brings something to the table, not subtract from it. When I say bring something to the table, I mean someone who you can learn from. So real friends are those people who will bring peace to your life and not problems. Those people who will bring dreams to your life and not drama. Those people who will bring goals to your life and not gossip. While I was in the university, I used to have roommates just like every other college student. And in my room, I can remember vividly, we have these two girls who parade themselves as besties. And I observed something about them. One of them was more dominant. And whenever they are dressing up to go out, she doesn't like it when her bestie looks more hotter, beautiful, and more classy than her. She goes as far as asking her to clean off the makeup on her face and choosing a dress for her. That if they're going out to see a boy that she likes or the boy that she's dating. And when it comes to the other girl's turn, she doesn't do that. And the other girl is so understanding, or should I say carefree, because obviously they are best friends. In my mind, I was so confused. Like, what's the point of calling someone your best friend if you can't even trust them? Personally for me, I like it when I and my friend step out looking all bang, because she could attract favors for me, or I could be the one attracting the favor. When I don't look good, I want my friends to tell me straight up, because I'm that kind of a person too. When I have a friend and I see your makeup is not well blended, I'll tell you, babe, what's this on your face? Clean it off. It's not looking nice. If you're wearing something and it doesn't look nice on you, I'll tell you, no, change it. And this is not me being harsh or criticizing. This is me being blunt, and my real friends get it. And when they say it to me too, I get it. What's the point of having people around you that ain't for you? Just because someone is standing next to you doesn't mean they want the best for you. Just because they smile in your face doesn't mean they're loyal behind your back. Actually, you can't control someone's loyalty. No matter how good you are to them, doesn't mean that they're going to treat you the same. No matter how much they mean to you, that doesn't mean they value you the same way. Real situations exposes fake people, and when it gets real, you will know who is real. Sometimes I hear people say, oh, I've known her for a very long time. I can't believe she did this to me. Don't confuse the length of a friendship for the strength of that friendship. Do not let that history keep you in misery. Just because someone grew up with you doesn't mean they want to see you grow. And that's so sad. Trust me on this channel to always be blunt, because that's the reality of life. Not everyone in life is going to be good and all righteous. Some are good, some are bad, and some are in the middle. It's all up to you. This is time for some self-awareness and self-reflection. Most times, the best way to even add to your life is not to add to it at all, but to subtract from it. If the people around you don't want to see you win, they don't want to see the best in you, all they see is the bad side. All they do is judge you and constantly making remarks about your insecurities in form of a joke, in order for you to feel inferior or less and less of yourself or less confident. Plus, they don't even inspire you or motivate you. I hate to tell you, girl, guy, all you got is a cage and not a cycle. And that's the truth. If we surround ourselves by people who are unmotivated or lazy, it's very easy to fall into that category too and settle for less, because their lack of ambition will unconsciously encourage us to be in that level or stay in our comfort zone. It can hold us back from striving for more. Now, I want you to contrast this with circle of friends who are relentless in their pursuit for self-improvement and their hunger for success. These are individuals who challenge you to continue learning. When you surround yourself with such people, their drive and ambition are contagious, and you too will be inspired to push past your limitations. Why do you think most parents, both the rich and the poor, want their kids to school in a reputable school? so them too can be recognized as reputable and have friends who are from reputable backgrounds, who can also push them to be a better version of themselves even after school. You know what they say about having friends in high places? You're automatically in a high place too. Never underestimate the influence of the people you allow into your life, because they can make you or break you. Hang around with people you want to be like. Do not hang around with negative vibes, because somehow they'll drag you down to their level. Do you know why? Because misery loves company. The people we hang around with says a lot about us. They say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Imagine Bill Gates or Melinda Gates or Dangote was my best friend. Who will I be? I'll be great too. I'll be rich. I'll be rich and famous. If you love to hang around people or friends that love to gossip, how sure are you they're not gossiping about you too? If you hang around friends who love to compete, they will be secretly competing with you, or friends who just love comparison. There are some people that just love comparison. Oh, your hair is beautiful, Cynthia, but mine is 30 inches. I feel like it's more beautiful. How sure are you that you're safe in that circle? Because some people will actually compete with you thinking that your life is perfect and you have it all rosy, not knowing that you're just managing your life. Insecure people that try to be someone else are dangerous. You are always there listening to their problems, but what about you? Who's gonna listen to you? When you try to talk about yourself, you can see they are not so much invested in that conversation. All they care about is me, me, me. You see those kind of friends, the me, me kind. You need to be careful about them, because all they care about obviously is themselves. And when things are bad for you, you will not see them. And when things are suddenly good for you, you see them, they will appear back. It's very important we recognize these toxic friends, and sometimes we can actually be the toxic friend. Alright, I'll tell you how you can actually know if you're the toxic friend. When more than one person has complained about a particular bad character of yours and you hear it and they complain to you, just check in on yourself and try to work on yourself so you can just change for the better. Like I said before, the only way to have a real friend is to become one. Friendship is a two-way ship. It takes two people to make that ship sail. So I think it's time for some self-reflection, and I also think it's time for some surgery, because you need to cut those people out for the sake of your peace, your mental health, and your overall well-being. You know I care about you, and that's why I'm making this video. Don't be scared to take that step you need in changing your life, because change comes with a lot of discomfort, and you need to change in order to grow. Be the architect of your own life. You know how in video games we can create someone starting from their dress, how we want them to look, how we want them to behave. I'm guessing that's how it's been done in video games. I'm not really a video game person, but I know that you can actually create a subject in the game to fight for you or play dress up with you. I feel like that's how life is. I think life is like that too. We can always choose at any time. No time is too late to create a better version of ourselves and design it just the way we want it to be. Nothing good comes easy. It's always going to be so difficult, and that's why it's so meaningful. I really hope this video gives you a great insight from the lessons I've learned so far, and I'll see you on the next one.